Hello. Yes, back at it again. Um, Today is a not so exciting day. I don't mean to be so dramatic, but uh, yes, I told you that I was ordering a Spyderco G clip for this knife, and I was putting back my. Well, if you saw my other video, I had a clip kind of like this one, and it was made by R.J. Martin for his knife. He made his own there, and I love that design. Very simple, very basic. Very slim. And I've tried tech locks and all that crap before, and they're just too bulky. The knife sits too far from your body, and so I really fell in love with that clip that you saw in my previous video on my RJ Martin Wasabi, and I thought that was a really cool design or whatever. And then Spyderco came out with their own called the Spyderco G clip, and um, so I was like, you know what? I would really like to keep that clip on my RJ Martin just to keep it all, together. Didn't want to be, taking one off and putting it on the other and putting it back on in case if I ever wanted to carry it. And I kind of just wanted to leave that clip on that sheath where it belongs. And so I ordered this thing. And, my first impressions of it was, wow, it's kind of small. But, because the one for the RJ Martin was, ridiculously huge. But, I mean, I don't want to say ridiculously huge, but it was bigger. You know what I mean? So when I got this one, I was kind of underwhelmed. And I was like, wow, that's kind of little. And I guess for good reasons that I was kind of worried about it, because all these little holes are supposed to give you options to carry your knife, at different angles of degrees, whatever. And the minute I got this one, it just, none of the holes lined up at all. So I was having a really excuse me, sorry. I get upset and I start cussing. So I was having a really hard time. I was really having a hard time just being happy with this clip. And I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? I did not want to drill into this kydex. I did not want to, move this over here and then, drill a hole here and a hole there. I just was not going to. I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to things. You know what I mean? I want them to work. I don't ever want to rig something, but because none of these holes line up, it gives me the reason to believe that, they're not following any type of, industry standard as far as, spacing between holes. Because I have so many knives from so many different makers, and it seems that all the holes are the exact same distance as these holes. And then, like I said before, my RJ Martin, which was, that knife has to be over 15 years old, maybe even more. But I'm just gonna put it there, over 15 years old. So 15 years ago, there was obviously some type of standard, to industry standard to how far the separation of these holes were gonna be, because that clip fits on this knife sheath without any modifications. So, and that clip also fit on another one of my knives. I got it over here. Excuse me. Never ready. So this guy over here, he makes holsters for guns. And I told him, I said, hey, why don't you make me, can you make me, a kydex sheath? And he kind of, I would have much rather have had some type of kydex, latching onto this part of the knife. But, he took advantage of these grooves here that, seems to, it seems to work. You know what I mean? I don't know that I completely trust that in and out, and then finally these teeth grind down, the kydex in the inside. But it sounds like it clicks in there real nice, and it does. Don't get me wrong, it does. But anyways, but my point is, getting off subject here, is that these holes line up with those holes. And it's like, he had enough common sense to realize that there was some type of industry standard. And Spyderco, and I love Spyderco. I have tons of Spyderco stuff. And for some reason, they just did not want to go along and play by the rules. You know what I'm saying? I ordered 2 of them. And this is how it comes. A really nice hardware here. I think these are stainless steel. Yeah, stainless steel. These little, crushable washers are really stiff, but they do crush. And the clip. Here's the clip. Let's take it out of there for you. So yeah, it just does not line up with anything. I mean, maybe if I wanted to do some over here in the corner with it, but that's stupid. But yeah, it doesn't fit anything really. Just nothing. I mean, unless it's for very small knives, I'm assuming. But I mean, come on, this is not that small of a damn knife. But I mean, I don't know. This guy, he kind of made the clip, he kind of made the clip work over here, and I like that. So I left it on there. But yeah, this is a Chris Reeve Nyala for everyone who wants to know. But yeah, I used to carry this knife too. You know what I mean? And yeah, I like it. But back to the start of the show. But yes, this clip is very, very sturdy, very thick. And I mean, I could only imagine it had to be this thick for as many holes as they drilled in this damn thing. So there wasn't really a choice, for that. It had to be that thick, because I would imagine, if it was any thinner, pulling it in and out of your pocket, that sucker would have busted and broke. But I mean, I made the best of it. As you can see here, I used one of the far holes over here in the corner, got it on there, and I was messing with it like, what am I gonna do? Because I was not gonna drill through this Kydex, so I was figuring out a way to line this up and maybe bore out one of these holes that you can see right next to it, and get it in there. But I went ahead and just drilled the hole through here. That way I didn't mess with anything over here, and just stuck it right there. And I mean, now I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it now that it is on here, and I figured it out. But I don't know. I might just be too picky about it. But I mean, why couldn't you just stick with the standards that were put in place for crap like this, But that was my complaint. That's it. I usually make videos about how great things are, but today this one was a fail. And I've only seen two videos on YouTube, and one guy, he's drilled holes in his Kydex. The other guy looked like it worked just perfect for him. But yeah, I mean, if you don't mind modding your stuff a little bit, I mean, sure, why not? But that's all I had for today, man. Just thought I would get that quick little rant out of the way, and now I feel better.